So the next game I'm going to take a look at is Ebivision Pac-Man. As you can see, there is no title screen. So it starts off right there. And this is one of the first versions of Pac-Man for the Atari 2600 that even tried to be remotely like the arcade version. And it actually has the maze, though you don't get an extra life at 10,000 points, and especially in later levels, you really slow down. In the actual arcade version of Pac-Man, you speed up in later levels, but here you slow down in later levels. And when you eat the ghost, they actually stay in the box until the time on the power pellet runs out. And yeah, they stay in the box until the time for the power pellet runs out. And it's definitely far from the perfect Pac-Man game. This is one of the earliest efforts to actually bring a even remotely accurate version of Pac-Man to the Atari 2600. And while this homebrew never officially got released to the Atari Age store, the author of this game turned this... Oh, I just ran smack into it. He turned this game into a Pac-Man clone with fish called Pesco, which had crabs instead of ghosts, and there was only 3 of them, and the maze was different. So this was actually the rough draft for Pesco. I'm gonna see if I can eat the ghosts here. Yeah, there's no way you can actually clear the bottom corners of the screen without going for the power pellet first. And, ooh, gotta go through the tunnel. And now I'm gonna eat that power pellet and clear this corner of the screen. Okay, didn't eat any ghosts here. Ooh. Is tricky. Okay, got him. I ate the ghost. Now I've cleared that corner of the screen. I'm off to clear this corner. And okay, see if I can eat any ghosts. There we go. Ate 3 of them. And there's also no intermissions. There's no intermissions. But this was the first attempt to bring even a remotely arcade-accurate version of Pac-Man to the Atari 2600. And I just lost a life there. And I'm gonna eat those ghosts and clear the bottom portion of the screen. And it's not even a certain number of dots that make the prizes appear in the middle of the screen. It's actually timed. They actually appear after a certain amount of time. So you don't eat a certain number of dots to make them appear. And that ghost was right on my tail. Blinky, right on my tail, and I got him. And now he's off to get me again. Ooh, okay, we went to that corner of the screen, and I'm about to clear the 3rd level. And there we go. I better eat those quickly. And I'm clearing the level. There we go. So This game was the rough draft for Pesco, which is a Pac-Man clone with fish, and the ghosts are crabs. Oh, I didn't make it once again. There's only 3 in Pesco. 3 crabs. And instead of Pac-Man, you're a fish. Maybe I can show you that game as well soon. As this is really tricky for an attempt at Pac-Man. It's far from perfect. It doesn't really feel like the arcade version of Pac-Man at all, and I just lost my last life. Well, there you go. This was Ebivision's Pac-Man. It's definitely not the perfect game. As later on, much better versions of Pac-Man were made for the Atari 2600. But it wasn't bad for one of the first attempts to make it even remotely arcade accurate, to say the least. But I'm signing off. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.